So today we're going to talk about the question that's always hidden about special forces, operators, their advice, their loyalty, and their tactics. So let's start with the lowest common denominator. In special forces, they are deliberately taught. Their skills are enhanced, their physical fitness is enhanced. One of the reasons is to instill a extremely high level of confidence. The reason for this is surprise, confidence in action, violence of action is necessary for the tactics they use in combat. Publicly, successes of special forces are shared far and wide. When special forces fail, most of the time that material is in after action reports and it's not shared with you. And there's a fine difference between highly confident, overly confident, and arrogance. And a lot of the psychological aspects of spec ops, they fall right on that fine line. So when you're talking to and you're seeing these presentations by special forces, rangers, Navy SEALs, spec ops from civilian law enforcement, special operations from around the world, they share the trait of highly confident. So their confidence levels are extremely high. And they portray this in their instruction, in their videos, but this does not apply to 99% of humans in the world. So if you're depending on spec ops and operator type tactics, you're going to fail right off. So your tactics should be more along the lines of the Vietcong, how they operated. The second part of this is physical fitness. There's all this droning on and beating on people about physical fitness and their health. Now, in moderation, that is a good tactic and good advice. But what's not discussed is how do you utilize the vast majority of people that you're going to have available to you that are not healthy, they are fat, they have long-term disabilities. So a lot of resistance warfare is actually based on using what you have. And the people you have are going to have these issues. So you need to operate like the Viet Cong would operate and use what you have available to the best capacity that they can share with you. So for instance, if you have an old fat dude that's knees are shot, he may be in an overwatch position doing guard duty, reloading ammunition, washing dishes, whatever it is. So you need to divide duties between combatants and non-combatants based on the loading of your group and their capacities, physical health, things like that. These are the things nobody on YouTube ever seems to consider. How do you use the unhealthy to survive? Because 6, 8 months, a year, 5 years in the SHTF, the vast majority of people are going to be unhealthy. So how do you deal with that? Now, the last thing to be considered about following the advice of special operators, special forces, law enforcement people is where does their loyalty lie? So basically, you have three kinds of people. One type of person loves their country and hates their government. This, most of the time, is a patriot. The people that hate their government and hate their country, these people are ultra liberal. Then you have people that love the government and hate their country. These are people like Democrats and the Revolutionary Front, Antifa, BLM. So these are the three mindsets. So when we look at special operators, is their primary loyalty to the U.S. government, or is it to the people of the United States, or is it to both? If it's to both, how do you split the hair there and determine whose side they're on? So all special forces operators are always on recall to the government. So when you look at special operations and officers in the U.S. military, they can be recalled indefinitely. Executive orders make this very clear. So if you have an operational specialty or even an industrial specialty, you can be enforced and brought back into military service regardless of what any contract or law says. So keep in mind that some of these operators do not have your best interests at heart. And I'll give you an example. During the invasion of Panama, there was a special forces outfit that was training Panamanian special forces and other people. So they were ordered to go in and kill the people they were training the next morning right before the invasion. So, does your trainer have your best interest at heart? Share your thoughts. We'll see you on the next video.